Guys, what's going on? The GTX 1060 was released today, and the NDA is lifted. A bunch of the YouTubers that benchmark and review these cards, they are all out, so I highly recommend that you guys check them out. Check out everybody. We're talking Hardware Canucks, Hardware Unboxed, Jay's 2 Cents, Paul's Hardware, Linus Tech, etc., etc. Check them out. I highly suggest, more than anything, Hardware Unboxed. He did a benchmark of, I believe, like 25 games, which is pretty crazy, and it's got a ton of GPUs that you can compare it to, unlike some of the other reviewers that, while still great reviews, they only compare it to, say, 4 GPUs or something like that. And also check out Digital Foundry if you guys want frame-by-frame stuff. Great source for seeing frame-by-frame benchmarks. So let's get right into it. The GTX 1060 is out now. It's a 6GB VRAM model. They aren't going with the 3GB that's going to be for the 1050 from what I understand. So we're looking at $250 for the GTX 1060 and the $300 price range for the Founders Edition. Now, one thing to note, much like the GTX 1070 and the GTX 1080, unfortunately, the Founders Edition is pricing, at least, is what they're going for right now. I haven't found a single card cheaper than, let's say, I don't know, $270, $280. Most cases it's going for $300, so you have to think about the price performance. Now, if you look at the benchmarks, you'll see, yes, it outperforms. It's about on par with the 980, while the 480 is closer to a 970, though it has times where it performs better. I have to say, I don't know if it's a worthy upgrade because, you know, it's a powerful card, but for 6 gigs isn't that crazy, which leads me to my next thing. I don't think that the 8GB RX 480 is that worth it anymore. You can overclock the 4GB model, and on top of that, you're paying $40 additional, and if you look at benchmarks, there's pretty much almost no games that you'll see a difference in FPS when you look at it between the 4GB and the 8GB. I think Mirror's Edge Catalyst or something like that had a difference, but again, just take into consideration it's $40 you could save, and I don't think the 480 should be used for something other than 1080p gaming, or if you're doing, I don't know, CSGO, Dota, Overwatch 1440p. So take these things into account. I definitely think that you guys should think about that before buying the 8GB model. Now, regarding the 1060, I don't think that it's worth it because the performance gains that you'll see over the 480, while they are there, I can't see it being worthwhile the price, because again, let's say it's going to be the same situation as the 1070 and the 1080, you're going to be looking at no less than $300 in most cases, maybe a few dollars less, but $300 versus $200, let's say even $240 versus the $300, that's $60 extra for maybe like 5 FPS difference. Let that sink in. So if you really think about it, well, Nvidia is really great with marketing, so I mean, the 1060 looks like a great card, eats up less power, it's more powerful. You also have to take into consideration things like the fact that, for one, it doesn't offer SLI. So while I personally am not a fan of SLI, for anybody that's interested, when you go for the quote mainstream cards, aka the more affordable cards, which is what the 480 and the 1060 are going for, you can SLI, which is pretty popular where people SLI the lower cards. So that's something to take into consideration. That kind of sucks for some people that were thinking of that, because I mean, even getting two 1060s at the full $300 would be cheaper than getting one 1080 right now, and it should outperform. So I mean, again, something to take into consideration. On the other hand, the RX 480 still outperforms in games like Doom and DX12 titles. I think like Hitman, Ashes of the Singularity, it was still outperforming the 1060. So you have to take all these things into consideration. So in my personal opinion, I highly suggest you guys get the RX 480. Those of you that love Nvidia, want lower TDPs, go for the 1060. But again, in my personal opinion, I think the 480 is a great card, and I highly suggest the 4GB model. $200, you're saving $100 with almost no performance loss. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do leave a like and comment what you guys think. I'd love to know what you guys think about the 1060 versus the 480, what you think is worth it, how much VRAM you think is enough, and subscribe for more videos because there's definitely more discussions coming.